And we are back for continue of the NBA 2K14. As you see here, the last episode of yesterday, the Chicago Bulls crushed the Atlanta Hawks by 12-point margin, 114 to 102. Lou Williams got 28 points for the Atlanta Hawks, Allo for 14, Cunningham 12, Scooter and Millsap 10, and Culver, and along with Jeff Teague 9 points, but 13 assists for Jeff Teague is not enough for goal for double-double. On the other hand, for Chicago, Derrick Rose 26 points, Joe Noah 23, and Kurt Heinrich 18, as both Derrick Rose and Kurt Heinrich got double-double, and the rest of Chicago Bulls, as the Bulls regain the lead as they still lead the series over the 17 Atlanta Hawks 2-1. So here's the bracket right now. We're moments away to start Game 4 of the NBA playoffs. So this is the first 8 games we do it here. We're going to try and go for the sweep here. Dallas, LA Clippers, and Miami, Orlando. And we are in. Here we go. Game 4 is on the way to Phoenix Forum. This is the 1-8 matchup continues, with the number 1 seed Houston Rockets still to lead the series over the 8 seed Memphis Grizzlies 2-1. King James Harden and Dwight Howard as the Rockets turn commanding 3-1, or will be the Grizzlies try to meet the even series at 2-2 back in H-Town. For this game, the Rockets gonna use the red jersey and the Grizzlies gonna use the blue as a white jersey. But for now, Game 4 is on. We're going to sending Kevin Harlan out here in Phoenix from in Memphis. Anyways, let's get started. Enjoy. Now, here we go.
Hi and welcome. I'm Damon Bruce and you're watching 2K Sports. The first round of the Western Conference playoffs continue. It's going to be the Houston Rockets up against the Memphis Grizzlies. See you soon.
All systems go. The Grizzlies primed and ready to play. And you can join us. It's Game 4 of the Western Conference quarterfinals. This is Kevin Harlan along with Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg, and welcome to 2K Sports and the NBA. We'll see the Houston Rockets and Memphis. Now a chance to check out our starting lineups. Someone we'll be keeping an eye on certainly today, Jeremy Lin.
Well, we're going to see one of the experts in the league at making the long outlet pass to get the fast break going. Always with his head up, immediately looking down the floor when he gets the ball.
And one more thing to point out about him is what a rugged player he is, how hard he works every game, and he's always back.
Well, look at Memphis. Scratching out a home win tonight will be absolutely critical for them, trailing 2-1 in the series.
Yeah, and the goal now is just win this game and make it a best-of-3 series. And game the momentum back for yourselves. They already know they'll need to win at least one more game on the road, which is going to be tough enough. So win tonight, make your job a little bit easier.
Steve, it definitely would be a long shot. I mean, the stakes really could not be higher for him. We'll see how that pressure affects him.
And so here's Memphis. They came out on top in their last match on Wednesday.
And you just had to admire the versatility they showed offensively back then.
Yeah, their scoring came from all over the place. If one approach didn't work for them, they found another that did. Boy, he's got a nice-looking stroke. That almost went in.
Yeah, a lot of times he'll hit that shot regardless of the defense.
Lin gets a screen from Ushik. A nice shot by Lin.
They can't afford to give him that kind of look.
Well, it came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you got to fight up to the top of that. Signature slam right there from the big guy. How many of those have we seen before?
Defense, the Grizzlies. And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, I had a chance to talk with head coach of the Grizzlies. As for the mood of the team coming into this crucial game, he said they're loose, but not so loose that they don't know how important this game is to us. He predicted this would be a statement game for them. Let's see what kind of statement they deliver, gentlemen.
Thank you, Doris. Well, finger roll finish at the bucket.
The soft finger roll is just one of the many finishing moves he has in his bag of shot making.
And that one's good.
That's just run-of-the-mill for him. A typical day at the office. He's one of the more skilled offensive players out there.
From deep Harden. Jones got his second basket of the night.
4 or 5 shots have dropped for them already. Not a bad way to get things started.
Conley with the three. That's good.
Full response.
We'll say they can give the three as well as they can take the three.
Conley against Lynn. And Parsons kicks to Lynn. 5 on the clock. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. We'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
I love the finger roll up and over the defense.
And Davis is checked in for Zach Randolph. Houston shooting their first free throw of the night. For Memphis, they've gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. And it's Conley penetrating. And that one's good.
How about that play? Great body control. Still manages to finish the play despite the contact.
You know, when that whistle blows, you're not done. Get greedy and find a way to knock it down.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. That's good from Conley. The Rockets have gotten only 1 of their first 6 shots to fall today. Lynn dishes to Harden. Back to Lynn. Kicks it to Ush. Rockets 6. It's out of bounds to the Rockets as Houston retains possession. And a chance now to look at the top-scoring big men during the regular season. Dwight Howard on top.
That is major productivity in the paint, guys. They would love to get more and more of that from him going forward because scoring big man like that, they're not easy to find.
Yeah, you know what? And it's those moves he'll bust on you that make him the force that he is. You know, the step back, the back down, the up and under stuff, whatever it might be. He can take you to school in a lot of different ways.
And the official signaled the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. For the Rockets, Smith checked in for Howard. Terrence Jones comes in for Omer Ashe. And it's Garcia in for James Harden. Here is Bayless. The pass to Prince. And that is good. Prince has got 5 now. Houston's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. Brooks outside. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. 3-point play chance here. And the Rockets making a change here. Caspi's checked in. Memphis trailing here. Here's Bayless. And that one falls, coming off of Davis's speed. Bayless has got his first points in this one. Brooks with it. Rejected by Kufis. And now running up the court, Miller pushing it up.
Great job of attacking this way. Yeah.
Sure was. He made a beeline for the bucket as soon as they got the ball. Right away, straight to the rim.
Taken away. And it's Memphis on the break. Bayless leading the charge. Gets it to go. Bayless has got 6 points.
These defenders are not putting up much of a fight on the interior. It's been embarrassing. That's 10 consecutive points allowed in the lane.
And that's not the kind of streak you want to have if you're playing defense.
Well, he's a spot-up shooter, one of the best. One of those guys who, if you give him an inch, I mean, that's all it takes. He will let it fly and frequently knock down that shot.
And the consistency of his jump shot is another thing we should say about it. I mean, it doesn't matter how many defenders are flying at him, his stroke is never changing.
And here is Prince. Following the 3 moments ago from Garcia. Prince's shot is good.
You know, they've been so effective when they've been able to get the ball inside.
Some real shortcomings from this defense. I mean, they've given up 5 straight looks in the paint.
Here's Beverly. Here's the floater. Rejected by Bayless. And out of bounds as the Grizzlies gain possession. The Grizzlies making a switch here. And the Grizzlies leading by 4. 36 seconds left here in the first quarter. Here's Roten. Takes it into the teeth of the knee and converts the layup.
They are owning the lane right now. Every one of their last 10 points has come either at or near the rim.
Great looks in tight because they're finding lanes to the hoop whenever they want them.
Both teams on fire right from the opening tip.
Pedal to the throttle, Steve, just like we like it.
Done by Melo. Well, Clark, a clear lane to the basket and the emphatic jam.
And that is outstanding attacking basketball.
Well, he had no choice but to take that one to the bucket.
Here's Beverly, defended by Okoyen. He kicks it to Garcia. From deep. And another three for Houston.
That is some real serious dime dropping there. Exquisite assist.
Here's Okoyen. Got it to go with no time.
You talk about stepping up at a big moment. That is some fortitude, folks.
I should say.
The awareness, the release, everything was just perfect.
A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through one. Grizzlies lead by 4. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return.
First round of the Eastern Conference Playoffs. The Atlanta Hawks take on Derrick Rose and the Chicago Bulls. Live next Sunday night.
Welcome back to Game 4 as we get ready to start things up again. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Grizzlies?
With the aggression they're showing early on, they're driving it to the hoop with authority and force.
And they're getting good balance offensively, too, because they're starting to knock down that mid-range jumper.
This is how the floor looks for the Rockets starting the second. Canspe's out there with Monty Eunice. And here's Garcia. Then it's Drake Smith. And it's Beverly in at the one spot.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 points coming from inside the painted area.
Yep, that's something that the defense has to put a stop to. Maybe a defensive adjustment is necessary here.
Rockets trail by 6. Uncovered. And the Rockets getting another bucket right there. Garcia's gone 3 for 3 from the floor. Roten kicks to Randall. Defended by Monty Eunice. Nice shot by Randolph. Houston's gone along perfectly from three-point range tonight. They've gone 5 for 5. Here's Garcia. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
He's got a nice stroke from long range, and he's not likely to pass up those opportunities when he gets them. Well, now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
Here's Canspe. And again, the Rockets good for 2. We play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Melo sets the big for Roten. Pass to Okoyen. The feed to Roten. And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
How about the passing? They're moving the ball without any thought, without any agenda.
It's hard to overstate all the points they scored on assists today. Beautiful to watch.
Houston with a big group substitution here. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for Smith. Ashik comes in for Monty Eunice. James Harden. He's checked in for Caspi, and it's Jeremy Lin in for Francisco Garcia. Lin kicks to Beverly. Now the dish to Harden. Houston moving the ball around, and that one's good. Beverly's got 6.
The D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed. Houston bent of the three-point variety.
Yeah, and unless they make some rotations and closeouts defensively, there's more to come, Clark.
Chandler Parsons, he's checked in for Houston.
You know, we've seen a lot of change in terms of what Mike Conley can do. Year on the floor. He started out, didn't really have much of a jump shot, really improved in that area. And now he's playing with so much confidence that no matter what the circumstance during the game, he believes he can get the job done.
And one of the biggest ways he's made contributions to his team is by taking the ball away from the opponents. I mean, he's excellent with anticipation and quickness and tenacity, particularly at the point of attack.
And that's like a layup for him. He's just wide open out there.
Prince kicks to Allen. And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
You know, they didn't leave him alone out there, but you got to rubber band his hands. You got to crowd him and smother him on the perimeter. Otherwise, he'll make you pay.
Here's Harden. And Houston again with the bucket. Now a timeout called by Memphis.
Yeah. Guys, I think he feels like he can make a few improvements during this timeout. Just kind of make a couple of adjustments, get his club back on track.
You know, coaches are always tweaking and tinkering with things mid-game. Actually, sometimes they overdo it.
Back now at some league leaders from the regular season. This time, it's a check on the best free throw shooters among the NBA centers and power forwards. Third, Zach Randolph. And, of course, Marc Gasol.
That's a very confident group of players at the foul line. You know, we've seen a lot of guys at that size struggle from the free throw line, but these are good shooters here.
Oh, I want to check you on that now. Not all big guys struggle at the stripe, Steve. I mean, I know you're a little fella, but there are some excellent free throw shooting big men here. None more so than the group here.
And the shot is good.
Shaky defense down low again. It's been a mismatch in the paint.
I'm sure they didn't go into this one expecting to get rattled like they have inside. Incredible timing on the alley-oop.
He absolutely hammered it down.
And that's the play we're going to remember when this game is all said and done.
Maybe could have. For a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
So, you know, they've got a nice lead. Don't take any chances. The simple one-hander is just fine.
Ashik hit the bucket. Ashik's got his second bucket of the night. And the Grizzlies leading by 4. And it's Conley penetrating. And it's sent back by Parsons. 1:35 left in the second quarter. Prince kicks to Allen. Stolen by Harden. Stolen by Michael Conley. Goes up. And finished off by Gasol.
Boy, I love it. Active hands on the steal, active feet on the fast break.
And front power on the dunk.
Okay, guys, this is just too close of a game to be giving the ball up like that and then failing to get back in transition.
Boy, he's really doing a nice job taking advantage of what the defense is giving.
59 seconds left now here in the second. Gasol setting the pick for Conley. Back to Gasol. And a dunk to finish it off. Beauty.
That's a sign. Executed pick play. I mean, it paid dividends with that nice dunk.
Exactly the result they were looking for.
Yeah, it worked so well. I mean, he got set, did not shuffle his feet. Really well done there offensively. It looks like he's finding his touch now because the shots are starting to fall.
And that one is hammered home.
Now, he's one of the best in the league when it comes to executing that lead pass.
There's 39 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Parsons on the wing. Yes! And a nice assist from Lynn. And it's 7 points for Chandler Parsons. Conley into the lane. We got 22 seconds left in the first half of basketball. A three from Harden and another three for Houston.
Boy, his performance from long range has been incredible.
I know that was your shot, Steve, and today it's his too.
Conley kicks to Prince. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
He's just going at it from deep now.
You know, it seems like what's going on here is anything you can do, I can do better territory.
That's good.
Well, sometimes when you're at a height disadvantage, that's the way to attack. Go right at your defender.
Conley inside the one. What a play! Simply dreams it in at the...
Pretty shot without a second to spare.
That can be so demoralizing for the team that gives up a shot like that to close out a quarter.
Second quarter ends in a tight one. It's the Grizzlies. They're up by 3. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
What unbelievable postseason action we've got going on so far. This is 2K Sports as we get deeper into round 1 of the playoffs. The Grizzlies battling in a close one against the Houston Rockets. They're looking for a win in this series to tie it up 2 games apiece. It's been a Michael Conley clinic in this one against the defense of the Rockets. He's got 12 points, and as usual, he's been handing out a lot of assists. A scrappy effort by Houston. They've dialed in from long range, an incredible shooting performance from outside. James Harden absolutely lights out. How's that for a shooting percentage? 100. Yes, 100% from the court. Not too bad. That'll wrap things up for me here in the studio. Thanks so much. I'm Damon Bruce. Now let's get back out to Kevin Harlan for the second half of play.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
And welcome back to the NBA playoffs as we get ready to continue with this round 1 matchup. An exceptional performance so far from James Harden.
He created a lot of opportunities for himself in the first couple of quarters. And I'll tell you what, he was smart with his shot making too. He really took good ones.
You know, points per shot attempted is really one of the undervalued stats in the game. It's a real measurement of efficient scoring.
Prince is the 3 and Randolph the 4. Conley and Allen are the guards. And it's Gasol. And at the 5, home in the paint. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. Count the basket and the foul. That's on Dwight Howard.
You know, Kevin, he outweighed his man by quite a bit in that matchup, and he did the right thing by going straight to the rim. Don't mess around with it.
For Memphis, they have shot 1 of 3 from the line tonight, missing 2 earlier on. That free throw good from Gasol. Rockets trail by 6. Harden outside, and Ashik backs in. Wait a second, guys. We've got a whistle, and it's on the defense. So a shooting foul on the dunk, so a chance to grab those 2 points coming up here at the line. Houston shooting their third free throw shot of the game. And the Grizzlies leading by 3. Conley gets to Allen. It's Prince on the wing. And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
Perfect on their first 3 shots now. That's the way to start the second half.
Rockets have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Lynn against Harden. And Harden with the basket on the assist by Lynn. Lynn's got 3 assists tonight.
And I'll say this about him. It looks like he's made of rubber sometimes because defenders just bounce off him when he's driving the lane. What a finisher.
And Steve, he's earned a nickname that's familiar to anybody that's followed basketball, the microwave. There's no slow build-up with him. All he needs is one shot to go down, and it can set him off, turn him into a real scoring machine. He cooks with gas, not electricity.
Inside, tipped. And Bayless gets to Allen. Harden against Allen. Harden the pass to Lynn. Stolen by Allen. By himself. A big dunk at the end of the break. The kind of moment.
You love to see excellent defense leading to a dunk at the other end.
Clark, you got to marvel at the transition game when they've got it clicking. It's really explosive.
High octane for sure.
Oof. That turning defensive pressure into offensive opportunities, that's what it's all about.
Randolph, a screen on Lynn. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession. Here are some of the league's monsters in the middle. The players with the most blocks in the regular season. 5th best, Marc Gasol.
You know, when you talk about having an impact on a team from a defensive standpoint, you've got to talk about this guy. I mean, he's broken up plays. He's disruptive. He denies in the paint. He denies shots. He challenges shots. I mean, he's a tremendous athlete, and because of that, he does a great job defensively.
Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that, Gasol's got 13.
He's been one of their more reliable options right now. Talk about putting something extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, Clark, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space.
Still, it's startling that he'd even try that right now.
And Bayless gets to Allen. Off target with his 3.
Almost surprised that he had that much room to work with.
Here's Hushit. And Zach Randolph gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him.
Looked to me like the defender didn't get squared up and get his feet set.
Good work by the officials. A nice call. That play can be tough to judge sometimes.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Terrence Jones is checked in for Ashi. Caspi comes in for Chandler Parsons. And it's Garcia in for James Harden. Brooks kicks to Garcia. Just 5 on the clock. Houston moving it around. Fades. Nice shot by Brooks. Brooks has got his second basket of the night.
Feels like a flip has been switched at halftime because both teams now really getting after it.
And it's been a fun half of basketball, Steve.
Out of bounds. Houston takes possession. And the Rockets making a change here. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Coach is liking Clark what he's seeing from his offense.
And shoot, why wouldn't he? I mean, guys, they're filling it up with ease, executing, getting quality shots. I mean, this is fun to watch.
Yeah, this is like a clinic out there, guys. This is exactly how you attack a defense. Move the ball, shot cuts, a really nice pace to their offense.
This is some kind of performance we're seeing from him today. He is yet to miss a shot.
The Grizzlies shooting their 5th free throw of the game here. That one misses for Prince. Rockets trail by 3. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. Brooks has got the ball, and the basket good. Garcia's got 13 points.
Great looking bounce pass to set up that play.
Outside Conley. Here's Bayless. It's in there. Conley with the assist. Conley's got 9 assists now tonight.
Look out, guys. And I think there's a lot more where that came from. When he gets it going like this, it is not easy to slow him down.
That's good. Garcia's got 4 points this quarter.
Boy, I tell you what, he's having one of those days where if he takes it, he makes it.
Outside Conley. Again, Memphis. There's 31 seconds left to play in the third. Here's Brooks. He claims that one off the back iron, and down it falls. He has 7. Memphis leading. And Bayless gets to Conley. There's the triple. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep. And here's Brooks. 7 points in the game. 4 seconds left. Ashik with the bucket. Ashik's got 12 in the game.
I really think that's the area they want to work the ball into, and it takes passing like that to get it done.
And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and down.
Boy, in a close game especially, those plays really hurt.
That concludes the third quarter. It continues to be an exciting neck-and-neck game. Grizzlies lead by 3. And we're just moments away from the start of the fourth quarter. Stay with us.
Western Conference first round deciding game. Tim Duncan and the San Antonio Spurs take on Kobe Bryant and the Los Angeles Lakers. It's the NBA next Sunday.
Come on, fans. It's the fourth quarter. Welcome back as we get set to continue our coverage of this round 1 playoff matchup. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Grizzlies.
Boy, their passing has been picturesque. A thing of beauty in both halves. More than a few of their baskets have come off assists.
And I also like the penetrations when they're getting into the paint and getting a lot of easy hoops from those strong drives.
Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. Taking a look at the Rockets. Terrence Jones is down low with Howard. Jeremy Lin is out there with Patrick Beverly. And it's Parsons in at the small forward position. Jones gives to Parsons. Right side Lin, rejected by Roten. They get it back. On the basket by Jones. Memphis trailing here. On the wing, Miller. But Trey, that's good. Clark and Steve, neither team with a big advantage here in the fourth quarter.
5 times we've had the lead switch so far. I mean, back and forth we go.
And I think that total could rise, Clark, because 2 evenly matched teams playing a tough game.
He dishes it to Roten. He passes to Aquarium. And it's sent back by Howard. But he recovers it. And that one's good. Roten.
These defenders have better start closing out on those shooters.
Yeah, that's twice in a row now where they've done exactly the opposite and backed off.
And Beverly kicks to Lin. And Miller with the block. And it's Gasol penetrating. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Now it's a 7-point Memphis lead.
I'll tell you what, the defenders didn't even get a sniff of him on that move to the hoop.
Lin with it. Gasol covering. And it's Terrence Jones with the finish.
Maybe that'll ignite him. I mean, impossible not to get pumped up. After that, at least I think that would be the case.
Well, you can see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are. Look at them. They are pumped up.
Yeah, they're deep. That's what those alley-oops do, though. And this game is really heated up. I didn't think it could get any more high scoring than it already was.
Well, there's always room for more offense, Steve. You know that.
And the Rockets making a change here. Rockets trail by 8. Here's the lob to the hoop. Parsons defended by Gasol. Rejected by Randolph. Allen right side. Prince outside. Buries the long-range jumper. Prince has got 21 in the game.
Impressive play there. They have been really good offensively.
Piling up the points en route to this big lead, guys. I mean, they've been unstoppable.
Now a timeout called by Houston. One guy who's been getting it done is Tayshaun Prince.
He's dialed in from long range. They got to stay in his hip pocket and deny him the catch.
Michael Conley, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Kevin McHale coaching his team during that break. He told them that they simply have to step up, saying if we don't make a move now, it's going to be too late. Give them everything you have. Kevin?
This looks like a three-game shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Yeah, I don't know, Parker. I think there might be even more defense in warm-ups. I mean, this is kind of embarrassing.
And the rejection by Randolph. Launches it. Rejected by Howard. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. Looking to it.
Oh, look at that.
That is a...
Bringing down the house. I know exactly what that was. That was a throwdown.
And how? Stand aside when this man's coming through.
I like it.
That's all you can do. Really, no stopping him when he gets that angle.
Now here is Conley. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Steps back and fires. And the Grizzlies take on 2 more.
He's their go-to guy. When he shoots the ball like he has today, that's what the scoreboard usually looks like.
Lynn kicks to Harden. Harden gets a screen from Howard. Rejected by Prince. Ball's knocked loose. Stolen by Jeremy Lin. Parsons. Yes! And a nice assist from Lin. And that's now 9 points for Chandler Parsons. And the Grizzlies leading by 12. Allen outside. Back to Conley. Shot clock at 6. From deep. From beyond the arc and then some.
Right now, the defense needs to do... do a better job of closing out on this guy. He's heating up from outside.
Harden kicks to Lin. Dishes to Howard. Baseline jumper. And Houston again with the bucket.
One of the reasons they're behind is because we haven't seen enough of that. He needs to become a bigger part of the offense.
That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. Houston a whole new 5 on the floor. 40 seconds left in the 4th. Harden kicks to Monteus. The long distance 3 is built.
No matter who it is, that kind of defense is not going to cut it.
Here's Okoyen out to Miller. Passes to Okoyen. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Gets it to go.
Boy, they're extending their lead. It feels like they're just piling on here as we come to an end.
Well, hey, let's just call it what it is. They are trying to run it up on him.
Gets it to go.
Well, for one, he hasn't let them down. I mean, but a few other guys need to pick up the pace if they're going to be good.
That one goes. Come. And the Grizzlies lead by 13.
Terrific job taking care of business in front of the home fans.
And, Steve, I thought those fans, those home fans, gave this team a big lift all game. A lot of positive energy in the building.
So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. How much to be critical of with this win, Clark.
Not at all. I mean, they showed up not just to play. They showed up to give great effort and to win, and they did both.
And that'll do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in to the NBA Western Conference quarterfinals here on 2K Sports. But as we go, let's take a look at the Jordan Player of the Game.
So this is another dominator. Game number 3. Yeah, actually game number 4. This is not a game 3. Mike only hit the game winner. And this time with game 4. Dominate win for the Grizzlies. 13-point victory. 112-99. You see Tayshaun Prince 24 points. Share with Michael Conley. Marc Gasol 15 points. Tony Roden 13. Jared Bayless 11. And the rest of the Memphis Grizzlies, you see Zach Randolph only has 8 points. Tony Allen 5. And then for the Houston Rockets, James Harden 21, Garcia 15, Omer Ashe 12, 11 for Jeremy Lamb, Dwight Howard and Chandler Parsons only scored 9 points, and the rest of the Houston Rockets as the Memphis Grizzlies even the series at 2-2. Here's the bracket right here. As you see here, the series are deadlocked at 2-2. And now we're going to game number 4, head to AT&T Center in San Antonio. As the Spurs trying to go into commanding 3-1 in the series, or who will be the Lakers trying to need a must win, trying to do it the same with Memphis, trying to go for even the series at 2-2. That'll do it for now. This is Andre Kenshin as the Memphis Grizzlies crush the Houston Rockets by 13 points, 112-99. This is Andre Kenshin say so long from Phoenix Farm in Memphis. We'll see you tomorrow for the Game 4 here in AT&T Center in San Antonio between Kobe Bryant, Pau Gasol, and Steve Nash of the Los Angeles Lakers going up against Tim Duncan, Manu Ginobili, and Tony Parker of the San Antonio Spurs. And that's it. I'm out and peace out. Good night. And reminder, we'll see you tomorrow for the Game 4 between the 4-seed Los Angeles Lakers and the 5-seed San Antonio Spurs. And that once again, I'm out. And see ya. We'll see you tomorrow. Game 4, Lakers Spurs. Good night, and thanks for watching.